what is object, and what are the standard objects, what are standard objects, and how to create custom object. Okay, how to create custom objects, how to create custom object, and how to create a record. Okay, my voice is clear?
Yes,
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah, okay, fine.
It's clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, fine. Yeah, so this is our topic today. We are going to discuss all this topic. Can you put all in mute? Some noise is coming, please. Manoj, can you put on mute?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, Manoj. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Still noise is coming, please.
This is
Manoj,
from
I
my.
can... Yeah. Yes, Manoj.
I am unable to mute it. Where is the icon? Or can you mute me from your side if possible? I'm not.
No, I think you will not able to hear me. Are you able to hear me, Manoj? Suppose I will mute. I think you will not able to hear. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll start. These are the topics which we are going to discuss today. Manoj, can you rejoin? I mean, while joining, I think maybe you will get it.
Okay, sure. I will rejoin.
Yeah, thanks, Manoj. Thanks. These are the topics which we are going to discuss. Yeah. So the first one is how to open an account with the Salesforce. Already we discussed in our demo. We discussed Salesforce is a cloud computing tool. Salesforce is a cloud computing tool. No need to install any softwares. That is the first point. Okay. Already we discussed in our demo. Salesforce is a cloud computing tool. Cloud computing tool means we don't want to install any softwares. So what is the pre-required things? We should open an account with the Salesforce. We should open an account with the Salesforce. Then wherever we will go, we can access and we can develop however we want. So here the first point is no need to install any software. So then how to work with the Salesforce is nothing, but we have to open an account with the Salesforce. How to open an account means this is a free version. Okay, this is a free version. We will not pay any amount. So this is the URL. Go to here, developer.salesforce.com, developer.salesforce.com. Click on sign up. This is the link. The first step is you have to open an account. You have to create your own account. Okay, while creating an account, you have to give your first name and you have to give your last name. And here,
Sir, I have a question.
yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, Ramesh here.
Hello.
This is the demo class or the class?
This is the first session. Already we have a demo. Okay, you will
but
get a
the
demo.
Krishna Garu said that this is the demo class. That's why I attended. But anyhow, the classes, the sessions are started from today, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine then. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And so here we are trying to opening an account with the Salesforce, and this is a free version. So this is the link. The first step is you have to go and create your own account. You have to go and create your own account. So this is the link, and you have to enter your first name, and you have to enter your last name, and you have to give your email address and role. It doesn't matter, role, any role. While opening an account with the Salesforce, role, it doesn't matter, developer, architect, administrator, any role, it doesn't matter. Then companies also, it doesn't matter, you have to add it as a company as XYZ. And the next one is country also, it doesn't matter, postal code, anything here. Then coming into your username should be at to format. After that you have to go and give like abc.com also, it doesn't matter. So we are trying to opening an account with the Salesforce. We are trying to opening an account with the Salesforce. While opening an account, we have to fill all these details, and here we have to remember email address, we have to remember, and the next one is we have to remember username. And click this particular checkbox, click on sign me up, click on sign me up. Then immediately we will receive an email notification to this email address. So whatever email address is there, right here we are mentioning, for this email address we will receive an email notification saying that we have to reset your password, we have to reset your password. So once we reset the password, then it will automatically redirecting into this particular screen. It will automatically redirect. Can someone put on mute? Okay. So it will automatically redirecting into this particular screen. Okay. It will automatically redirecting into this particular screen. This is nothing but lightning version. This is nothing but lightning version. The second point is here in Salesforce, two types of versions are there. Two types of versions. Okay. One is lightning version, and the second one is classic version. Okay. The second one is classic version. So it will automatically redirecting into the lightning version. It will automatically redirecting into the lightning version. So here we are going to discuss both the lightning version and the classic version. First we will go with the classic version, then we will discuss about the lightning version. Each and every topic we will discuss in both version, classic version and lightning version. What is the difference between the classic version and the lightning version, everything we'll discuss. So the first one is once you open an account and reset the password, then automatically it will redirecting into this particular screen. This is nothing but lightning version. Here in Salesforce, two types of versions are there, lightning version and the classic version. This is the lightning version. Then how we will redirecting into the classic version is nothing but go to the top right corner, and click on this particular symbol. One pop-up here it will come, then click on switch to Salesforce Classic. Then it will redirecting into this particular screen. This is nothing but classic version. This is nothing but classic version. We are going to work with the classic version. Later we will discuss lightning version. So now we switch into the classic version. So the first one is I'm working with the Salesforce. You people will ask, suppose you people will ask, Ramesh, you are working on the Salesforce, right? Then what is your daily responsibility? Means I will say that I'm working on the campaign object, I'm working on the lead object, I'm working on the account object, I'm working on the contact object, object. So the next question from you is, what is an object? What is an object? So finally, Salesforce is nothing but it is object based. It is object based. So what is an object? What is object? What is object? Object is nothing but it is a table. It is a table. Generally, why we will use the table? Not only the Salesforce, in any programming languages, why we will use the tables? For example, this is my table. Okay. Go to here. This is my table. One second, it is still loading. It is still loading. One second. So what is a table? Table is nothing but not only in Salesforce, in any programming language, table is nothing but to store the data. Okay. and to display the data from the table. Okay, we will store the data into the table. Suppose we want to display the data to the user, then we will get the data from the table and we will display to the users from the table. Okay, table is nothing but to store the data and to display the data. Okay, table is nothing but to store the data and to display the data. So here Salesforce is nothing but it is object based. Object is nothing but a table. Object is nothing but it is a table. 1 second, it is still loading. Yeah, 1 second. See here, this is my employee table. Okay, this is my employee table. Go to here, this is my employee table. Okay, and here employee name, and the next one is here first name. Okay, here first name and last name. This is my table. I'm just creating one table. The same table we will create in Salesforce. Okay, the same table we will create in Salesforce. Employee name, first name, last name, mother name, and father name. Okay, father name. This is my employee table, but in the Salesforce terminology we will call it as a object. In the Salesforce terminology we will call it as a object. In other terminology we will call it, in other programming language we will call it as a table, but in the Salesforce terminology we will call it as a employee object. Here our first point is, so how many types of objects are there in the Salesforce? Means how many types of tables are there? There are two types of objects. Okay, there are two types of objects. One is standard objects. One is standard object. The second one is custom object. Salesforce is nothing but it is object based. What do you mean by object? Object is nothing but a table, but in the Salesforce terminology we will call it as a object. This is my employee table. Okay, this is my employee table, but in the Salesforce we will call it as employee object. So in the Salesforce two types of objects are there. In the Salesforce two types of objects are there. One is standard object and another one is custom object. Standard object is nothing but Salesforce by default by defaults by defaults provides some objects. Those objects are called standard objects. Salesforce by default provides some objects. Suppose you will open an account with the Salesforce, you log in into the classic version, then by default you will find some object. Some object is nothing but some tables you will find. Those tables or those objects we will call one terminology, that is nothing but a standard object. That is nothing but a standard object. Where we will find those standard object in the Salesforce is nothing but the navigation is here. We have setup is there in the top row. Here you have to observe we have setup is there. Click on this particular setup. Then it will redirecting into this particular screen. Scroll down. Here you have to observe in the left hand side we have build is there. Below build we have customize is there. Here we have customize is there. In below customize you have to observe, you can start from the activities. Activity is one of the standard object which is provided by the Salesforce. Standard object is nothing but it is a table. The table name is nothing but activities, and the campaign is another object. The table name is object name is nothing but campaigns. Lead is another table name is nothing but lead. So we can start from the activities is one standard object, campaign is one standard object, and leads is one standard object. Lead is one standard object, accounts is one standard object, DNB companies is one standard object, contacts where it will end with yes. See, notes opportunities, but path is not standard object because of it is not ending with yes. Where it will end with yes, those are called standard objects which is provided by the Salesforce. Once again the navigation is Once again, the navigation is how to redirecting to the standard objects. Where we will find the standard object is nothing but go to setup, go to setup, and now go to here. In the left hand side, build is there. Under build, we have customize is there. Under customize, we have activities. You can start from the activities. Campaign, where it will end with yes. Then all these objects are called standard objects. All these objects are called standard object, which is provided by the Salesforce. We have to remember. We have to remember what are the standard objects are there in the Salesforce. Activities, campaigns, leads, accounts, contacts, opportunities, codes, cases, products, price books. All these are the standard object regularly we will use in our application. Regularly we will use. So some of the standard objects are campaigns is one of the standard object. Standard object means one table is there, that table name is nothing but campaign. Leads is one of the standard object. Accounts is one of the standard object. Contacts is one of the standard object. Opportunity is one of the standard object. What is the purpose why they created, we'll discuss. Why they created, we will discuss. And why they are giving that a name like campaign, like lead and accounts, we will discuss. Each and everything we will discuss. Opportunity, quote, line items, all these are called standard object, which is provided by the Salesforce. Salesforce is saying that we are providing some standard object. If you want, you will just go and use those object. If you don't want those object, then you will just go and create your own object. Then you will just go and create your own object. Those objects are called custom object. So based on our requirement, see here, based on our requirement, we will create a object. That object is called custom object. Based on our requirement, we will just go and create one object, then that object is called custom object. Now my requirement is create one object. That object name is nothing but employee info. My object name is nothing but employee info. Go and create one object. That object name is nothing but employee info. So how to create a custom object is nothing but go to setup, click on the setup, go to here. In the left hand side, we have build is there, right? Build. Customize is there, right? Beside that, we have create is there, right? Customize means this is nothing but for standard objects. This is nothing but for standard object. Custom object means based on our requirement. Suppose we want to create is nothing but go to build. Below here we have create is there. Click on the create. Here we have objects are there. Below that we have big objects are there. Forget about big objects. Go to direct objects. Click on objects. Once again the navigation is go to setup, go to setup, and scroll down here, scroll down, go to build, go to build, and below we have create is there, right? Create. Below that here we have objects are there, right? Click on the objects. Then it will redirecting into this particular screen. It will redirecting into this particular screen. Here it will show all the custom objects. How many custom objects are there in our system? It will show all the custom objects. Okay, it will show all the custom object. Based on our requirement, we created all these object. Now I am trying to creating one more custom object. Go to here, click on new custom object, click on new custom object, then it will redirecting into this particular screen. We are trying to creating one custom object. While creating a custom object, we will get this particular screen. What is my table name? I mean, what is my object name? Employee info. See here, once we provided the name here, see my table name is nothing but employee info. My table name or object, so table or object, any terminology, but this is a Salesforce, right? Generally we will call it as a object. So my object name is nothing but employee info. Once we provided the label, then automatically here you have to observe object name. Here the system is generating like this, employee underscore info. Why underscore? Because of there is a space right here, there is a space, there is a space between these two words, right? That's why the system it is taking underscore. So we provided label name as a employee info, then automatically the system it is generating as a employee underscore info. Now the next one is here, employee infos, employee info. Yes, at the end of the At the end of the object name, I am trying to adding yes. Is it mandatory to add yes? Means it is not mandatory. Here you have to observe campaign is a standard object, right? So at the top here you have to observe campaign is a standard object, right? Lead is a standard object, right? Account is a standard object. For each and every standard object, at the end there is yes is there. That's why we are also giving yes. At the end we are giving yes. Okay. At the end we are giving yes. Is it mandatory? Means it is not mandatory. We are also following the same naming conversion which is following by the Salesforce. For standard object, Salesforce is following some naming conversion. What is this naming conversion is nothing but at the end it is providing yes. We are also following the same naming conversion. If the plural label is nothing but object name, at the end we are giving yes. And here object name, just remember these three. Label is nothing but table name means object name. Whatever we are giving label, the system automatically using the same name here, but space is there, right? That's why underscore underscore c. And plural label is nothing but employee info yes. At the end we are adding yes. So just remember what is the impact of this one, where it is useful we will discuss. Just remember label, plural label, object name. Now scroll down here, scroll down. I am trying to checking this particular checkbox. Launch new custom tab wizard after saving this custom object. Click on the save button, click on the save button, and then it will redirecting into this particular screen. So here the system is asking what is the tab style. What is the tab style means we'll discuss. Here for each and every screen we have a separate concept. For each and every screen I'm trying to selecting a color, and this is called tab style. We will discuss. Click on next, click on next. Okay, then it will redirecting into this particular screen. It will redirecting into this particular screen. Here this is related to the security. As we discussed, for each and every screen there is a separate concept. It's related to the security. Then click on next button, click on next button. So for this screen also there is a separate concept we will discuss. Finally try to save this one, finally try to save this one. So we created one custom object. See here, we created one custom object. My custom object name is nothing but this one, and plural label is nothing but this one, and object name. And here you have to observe API name is there, right? Whatever the object name is there, the system automatically generate one API name. The system automatically generate one API name. That is nothing but whenever we are writing a programming, that time we should use API name only. That time we should use API name only. So whatever object name is there, right? For that object name, the system it will generate API name. That API name here you have to observe underscore underscore c. For example, my object name is employee underscore info. My object name is nothing but employee info. The system it will generate API name like this: employee underscore info underscore underscore c, double underscore. C stands for custom. So for every object there is an API that is generated by the system. Here employee info is a custom object, right? We are trying to creating, that's why the system it is generating underscore underscore c. C stands for custom. And here you have to observe one more thing, plural label is there, right? It is coming on the top. Here it is coming. I will just go and create one more object, then you will understand how to create one more object. Go to setup, go to setup, and now go to here, create, go to objects, and click on new custom object. It will redirecting into this particular screen. What is my label name? And here my object name is nothing but patient info. Can someone put and mute? Some noise is coming. Patient info. See here my label name is nothing but, I mean my object name is nothing but, my object name is nothing but patient info. Here you have to observe patient info is there, right? Patient underscore info. Whatever here is there, right? Whatever here, patient underscore info, the system automatically generate an API name. The system automatically generate an API name. That is nothing but patient underscore info underscore underscore c. 1 second. Shravan, can you put on mute, Shravan? Shravan? Okay.
Sir, I am muted.
Okay, fine. Okay, thank you. So I'm trying to creating one more object. I'm trying to creating one more object while I'm trying to creating one more object. While creating an object, we will get the same terminology. See here, label is nothing but patient info, and here object name here patient underscore info. Whatever here the object name is there, right? The system automatically generate an API name patient underscore info underscore underscore C. Now here patient infos. See here, I'm just giving patient infos. Where it is useful, I will explain. See here, 1 second. Go to here. See here, this is patient info, right? Just remember patient info, plural label, object name. Just remember where we will get it. Okay. Now scroll down here, click on this particular checkbox. Try to save this one. And tab style is there, we'll discuss. Go to here, select the tab style, click on next, click on next, and click on next. And finally, try to save this one. Finally, try to save this one. So once object created, then finally it will redirecting into this particular screen. Here you have to observe, while creating an object, we provided these details, right? We provided these details, right? Label is nothing but patient info, right? Means this is my table name. Whatever the table name is there, automatically the system, it will take this object name, right? Patient underscore info. Here whatever the object name is there, the system, it is automatically generating an API name, right? Patient underscore info underscore underscore C. C stands for custom. Every object has a API in the Salesforce that is generated by the system. Whenever we are writing a programming, we will use only API names. Now coming into here, what is this plural label? What is this plural label is nothing but at the top here you have to observe patient infos. That is nothing but a plural label. What is the purpose of this plural label means, we'll discuss. So we will discuss. So once again, I will just go and create one more custom object. Go to setup, create. See here, create objects, new custom object, new custom object. My object name is nothing but doctor info, doctor info. This is my object name. And here plural label mean we have to give, that's what we have to give doctor infos, doctor infos. And the top, and the top here it will come, and the top here it will come this plural label, that is nothing but a tab. We will discuss what is this tab, we will discuss. Now go to here, object name is there, right? The system automatically generate an API name for this one. So finally with these three things, label, plural label, object name is, go to here, this is my table name, this is my table name. My table name is nothing but doctor info. This is my table name. So we are trying to creating one table. So my table name is nothing but doctor info. Now we discuss only these three. Label is nothing but table name or object name. Every object has a API. That API is generated based on this one. And this plural label is nothing but a tab name. Just tab name. What is the purpose of the tab, we will discuss. So these three information we discuss. Now scroll down here. Description, it doesn't require. This is also, it doesn't require. Forget about this one. For each and everything there is a separate concept. No need to learn each and everything. Okay. Now coming into here, record name, and it is with the red mark, right? Means this is mandatory. What is this record name? Below we have data type is there. What is this record name is nothing but Salesforce is saying that you are trying to creating an object. I mean, you are trying to creating a table. While creating a table, you should create one field. That field name is nothing but this one. Okay, you should create one field. That field name is nothing but this one. So I'm trying to creating a table. While creating a table, the Salesforce system is saying that you should create one field. That field name is nothing but anything here, it doesn't matter. That field name I am giving it as a doctor name. And what kind of data here you will store? Text data or auto number? So here it will support only these two data types. Suppose we want to support some other data types, means it will support. So we are trying to creating one object. While creating an object, Salesforce system is saying you should create one field. You should create one field. Yes, that field name is nothing but this one. The data type here we are trying to selecting only text. So these three information label, object name is nothing but it is a table name. Table name. And the next one is nothing but this section is nothing but it's related to the field. We are trying to creating one field. We are trying to creating one field. Now go to here and check this particular checkbox. I am trying to checking this particular checkbox each and every time. Just remember this one. Try to save this one. Now it will redirecting into this particular screen. What is this tab style means? Here you have to observe, for example, go to employee info, click on employee info. This is called, I am calling it as a tab. What is the purpose means we will discuss. Just observe this one. This is a tab. Whenever we will click on the tab, some color here it is coming, right? For example, go to patient info, some color here it is coming, right? For example, go to opportunity, here color is coming, right? So this is nothing but a tab. We are trying to creating one object. That object is also making as a tab. That tab color is this one. Go to here. This is a tab color. This is a tab color. Okay. Now any color we will select, it doesn't matter. Click on next. Click on next. Then it will redirecting into this particular screen. Profile is nothing but it's related to the security. We'll discuss. Click on next. Then the next one is custom app. This is also related. This is a different concept we will discuss. Finally try to save this one. Finally try to save this one. So this is section, custom object section. This section is nothing but this is related to object information. Okay, doctor info, this is doctor underscore info. This is API name. See here, underscore underscore c. C stands for custom. This is a plural label. Whatever the plural label is there, right, it will come at the tab. It will come on the top. It will come on the top. This is nothing but a tab name. This is nothing but a tab name. Now scroll down here. Now scroll down here. Here you have to observe standard fields. Here you have to observe standard fields is what is this standard field is nothing but we are trying to creating one object, right? While creating an object, Salesforce is saying that you should create one field. Yes, we created one field. That field is nothing but a doctor name here. That field is nothing but doctor name here. Now, in addition to that, Salesforce system also creates some fields that is nothing but created by, last modified by, last modified by, last modified by, and owner. Okay, last modified by and owner. Salesforce system creates some other field. So whenever we are trying to creating an object, we created one field. In addition to that, Salesforce system also creates some field. That field is nothing but created by last modified by owner. Why it is creating means we will discuss. For each and everything there is meaning, there is a concept, we will discuss. Here you have to observe in the second column field name is there, data type, we will discuss each and everything. So the first one is we created one object. While creating an object, we should also create one field. That field is nothing but this one. In addition to that, we are trying to create, the system is created by last modified by owner. So the system is created by last modified by owner. So here we created one table. In that table we created some fields. The next step is what? The next step is what? We have to create records. We have to create data. We have to create data. I want to create some doctor information. James is one doctor. I want to create doctor information. So we want to enter data into this table. How to enter the data into this table? We have to write any programming, or we will not write any programming. So suppose we want to insert the data into the table. We created one object. While creating object, we created some fields. So the next step is, suppose we want to insert the data into the table. Suppose we want to insert data into table, means into table is nothing but object. There are two ways. The first one is by using programming. That we'll discuss. The second one is by using tab. Okay, by using tab we will insert the data into the table. By using tab we will insert the data into the table. Okay, by using tab we will insert the data into the table without writing any programming. We will insert the data into the table. How we will insert the data is nothing but by using tab we will insert the data. Suppose we want to insert the data into the table, so we will write a programming or we will not write a programming. Here we will discuss without writing programming. Without writing programming is nothing but by using tab we will insert the data. So now go to here. Now go to here. This is my tab. Doctor info is my tab. Click on this tab and then it will redirecting into this particular screen. Click on this new button. So here doctor name is nothing but James. We are providing the name and click on the save button. Then we are creating, then this is nothing but in the Salesforce terminology we will call it as a record. In the Salesforce terminology we will call it as a record. Who created this record? Ramesh created this record. Who modified this record? Ramesh modified this record. Who is the owner of this particular record? Ramesh is the owner of this particular record. So this is for our information. Who created this record? Anyone modified this record? And who is the owner of this record? This is for our information. That's why Salesforce system is providing in any object. Salesforce system is providing these three fields. These three fields. So finally, this is in the Salesforce terminology. We will call it as a record. Suppose I want to create one more record. Go to here. Suppose I want to add one more doctor information. Go to here. Click on this new button. Doctor, see here. Doctor name is nothing but Peter. Finally, try to save this one. We provided the information and click on the save button. Then in the Salesforce terminology, we will call it as a record. This is called record. And here you have to observe in the URL, in the URL, every record has a 15-digit ID. The Salesforce system automatically generate one ID for every record. It is unique. For every record, Salesforce system, it will generate an ID. For example, I will go to here, click on this new button. I'm trying to enter Peter. Peter is the doctor. Doctor name is Peter. I will provide the data and click on the save button. Then in the Salesforce terminology, we will call it as a record. This is a record. And the URL you have to observe the Salesforce system automatically generate a 15-digit ID. This is a 15-digit ID. So we created one object. While creating an object, Salesforce system created some field. This field is doctor name. We provided the name. In addition to that, the Salesforce system is provided, created by lost modified by owner fields. After that, what we did, we created data into this particular table. How we created data? We wrote any program? No, right? By using tab only we are trying to creating, right? By using tab, go to the tab, click on this new button and you will provide the doctor name and click on the save button. Then the Salesforce terminology we will call it as a record. We will call it as a record. Every record has a 15-digit ID. Now go to here. I am trying to creating one more object. Go to setup, go to setup and click on this create button. Go to here, create, go to objects, go to objects. It will redirecting into this particular screen. Just now we created, right? See here, employee info object we created, right? And here you have to observe patient info we created, right? And here you have to observe doctor info we created, right? Three objects we created, right? Now I am trying to creating one more object. Go to here, click on new custom object. My object name is nothing but employee, and here the plural label is nothing but employees. This is nothing but a tab name, right? This is nothing but a tab name. So this is nothing but tab name and this is nothing but object name. Okay, this object name is the Salesforce system automatically generate one API that is nothing but employee underscore underscore C. So that API name we will use in programming. This plural label is nothing but a tab name. Now scroll down here, record name, this is nothing but a field name. This is nothing but field name. So employee, this is my object name. Employee name is nothing but this is a field name. Forget about this one. Suppose we want to create first name, last name, other name, that we'll discuss in the next session. We are trying to creating one object. My object name is nothing but employee. While creating an object, we are trying to creating one field. That field name is nothing but employee name. And the next one is here, plural label is there. This is nothing but a tab name. Now scroll down here. Forget about all those things. Each and everything there is a separate concept. You have to observe one thing. I am trying to checking each and every time I am trying to checking this particular checkbox. Why we are trying to checking this particular checkbox is nothing but suppose we want to insert the data into the object from the tab. Suppose I will not check this particular tab. Suppose I will not check this particular checkbox. Then what system it will do? It will not generate tab. It will not generate tab. Tab means this one. At the top it will not generate. Suppose I will not check this one. Suppose I will not check this one, the system it will not generate a tab. What is the purpose of tab? Suppose we want to insert the data into the object from the front end without writing any programming. Suppose we want to insert the data into the object. How means by using tab only. So we have to check this particular checkbox. Then only the system it will create a tab. Then only the system it will create a tab. What is the purpose of tab is nothing but to insert the data into the object from the front end. That tab name is nothing but this one. That tab name is nothing but this one. So any questions on this one? So we are familiar now. What is label means? This is object name. Okay. Plural label is nothing but tab name. What is the tab? What is the purpose? Suppose we want to insert the data into the table from the front end. That is nothing but a tab. So we are trying to creating a tab. How we are creating a tab? How the system will create a tab? Whenever we will check this particular checkbox, then only it will create a tab. And the next one is here, record name is nothing but this is a field name. I'm trying to creating one object. In object we are also trying to creating one field here. That field name is nothing but this one. Any questions on this screen? Any questions?
I'm
Any
good, sir.
questions?
I'm good.
Yeah, okay, fine. So once again, 1 second. One second, please. Okay. Okay. This is my table name. Okay. This is my table name. And here you have to observe the same name. Whatever here we are giving, the system automatically taking the same name here. Whatever here we are giving, right? The system generate one API name that is nothing but employee double underscore C. C stands for custom. Means this is a custom object. This is a custom object. Custom object means based on our requirement we are creating. So every object should have an API name. We will use that API name in our programming. Now coming in here, what is this plural label? Plural label is nothing but this is a tab name. This is a tab name. What is the purpose of tab? So this is my tab. For example, go to here. This is my tab. What is the purpose of tab? This is also called one tab. What is the purpose? Click on this new button. I'm trying to creating a record. See here. I'm trying to creating a record. So without writing any programming, suppose we want to insert the data into the object, that is nothing but a tab. That tab name is nothing but this one. How we'll make this tab? How we'll make this tab? Go to here. You have to check this particular checkbox. Then only the system it will create a tab. Now coming into this screen, what is this record name? What is this data type is nothing but what is this data type is nothing but here record name is nothing but it is one field. We are trying to creating object. While creating we are also creating one field. That field name is nothing but employee name. What is this data type? Text means employee name is James, Peter, Thomas, some A, B, C, right? That is called, technically we will call it as a text information. We are entering some names, that is called text. That's why that the data type is nothing but a text here. Now go to here, forget about all those things. This is nothing but a tab. We are making this object as a tab. Finally try to save this one. The tab style, what is this tab style? Go to employee info. Whenever you will click on this one, it will open. See, with some color here it is coming, right? Some color here it is coming, some color here it is coming, right? Now go to here, tab style, go to here, any color, it doesn't matter. You will just go and select any color. That is nothing but a tab style. So second screen also we are familiar with. Okay, click on next. Now the next one is profile, means is related to the security. This is completely a separate concept. Okay, we'll discuss. Okay, click on next. This is app. We will discuss. This is also a separate concept. We will discuss each and everything. We will discuss. Finally try to save this one. So we created one custom objects here. This is object information. This is API system generated. Now scroll down here. Standard fields are there. Standard fields means one field we created, right? We provided the name, right? In addition to that, Salesforce system is created by last modified by owner, right? Suppose we want to create a data means records. How we will create? Go to employee, click on this new button, and employee name is nothing but I am providing James, and click on the save button. Then technically this is called the record. This is called the record. So who created this record? Ramesh created this record. Who modified this record? Who is the owner of this particular record? Once record has been created, and the URL here you have to observe, this is a 15 digit ID. Every record should have a 15 digit ID. So for today's session, what we discuss, how to create a custom object, right? While creating a custom object, we created one field, right? And after that, how to insert the data into this particular custom object without writing any programming, that is nothing but a tab. So once again, for today's session, what we discuss, the first point is we open an account with the Salesforce. So you will just go and create an account, your own account. This is the link. I will send this particular link. Okay, I will send this link. You will just go and open a link. You will just go and open this particular link and provide required information, and you have to reset your password. Then automatically it will redirecting into the lightning version. So it will redirecting into the lightning version. From the lightning version, you have to switch into the classic version. We will discuss both lightning version and the classic version. So that is the first point. So what is the difference between lightning version, what is between the classic version means, also we will discuss. First we will discuss with the classic version. You have to switch into the classic version. Here you have to observe, we are installing any softwares? No, right? We are just opening an account and we are remembering this username and password. You will just go and open that URL and enter your username and password. Then it will redirecting into this particular screen, and here we are designing our system however we want. We are not installing any softwares. That's why the Salesforce is called cloud computing. Salesforce is nothing but a cloud computing. Now go to here. So now go to here. Salesforce is nothing but object based. There are two types of objects. One is standard object. What is the navigation for the standard objects? Suppose anyone will ask what are the standard objects, how to navigate to the standard objects. Means go to setup. You are on which page, it doesn't matter. Suppose you want to find the standard object, means always go to the setup. Navigations are very important. We have to remember the navigations. Go to setup, scroll down here, go to customize. Under build is there, right? Below build we have customize is there, right? Under customize, here you have to observe activities is one standard object, campaigns is one standard object where it will end with yes. All those are called standard object. Standard object means which is provided by the Salesforce. Here one another point is, for standard object also there is an API. So for custom object, API is there, right? Whenever we are writing a programming, we will use API names only, right? This is campaigns. Campaigns is a standard object. What is the API for this one? Campaign only. There is no underscore underscore. Same name as object name. Just remove yes. Leads is a standard object, right? What is the API for this one? Is nothing but lead only. There is no s. There is no yes. And the next one is account is a standard object. Account is a standard objects. What is the API for this one? Account only. There is no yes. So for standard object also there is an API. Whenever we are writing a programming, we should use always API names only. But for custom object, there is underscore underscore c, double underscore underscore c. C stands for custom. We have to differentiate it, which is standard object, which is custom object. If there is no underscore underscore c means that is called standard object. If underscore underscore c means that is called custom object. So what are the standard object? These are the standard object. For standard object also there is underscore, for standard object also there is an API. We will use API names only whenever we are writing a programming. This is nothing but standard object. Suppose we want to create a custom object. What is the navigation here? Go to setup, click on create. Build is there, right? Build. Customize is there, right? Below that create is there, create. And here object is there, right? Below big objects is there, forget about that. Click on the objects. It will redirecting into this particular screen. It is the place where the system contains all custom object. It is the place where the system contains all the custom object. Okay, just now we created employee custom object, employee info object, and the next one is patient info object, and the next one is doctor info object. We created it. This is nothing but custom object. For example, click on the custom object. So it will provide all the information. What is the API name? What is the API name? What is the tab name here? What are the standard fields are there? Every information it will provide. So tab is nothing but Without writing any programming, we are trying to inserting the data into the object. That is nothing but a tab. In the next session, suppose we want to create some other fields, like first name I want to create. Suppose I want to create a last name. Suppose we want to create a last name. Suppose we want to create mother name. How to create? That we will discuss in the next session. Any questions will go one by one for today's session. Okay, we'll go one by one. Okay. Akhil, any questions, Akhil? Okay, fine.
How many days it will work?
Yeah, I mean,
Hello?
Hello. Admin means 30 days. Admin, only admin
Okay.
part, both classic version and lightning version, 30 days. We will cover each and every topic. In admin, both the classic version and the lightning version. And development, in development, we are going to covering classic version, integration plus lightning. So for development 2 months, admin 1 month, total 3 months. This is complete Salesforce package. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, fine. And Amrit, any questions?
Yeah, Thomas, this is Amrit actually. This is my first class with you, and I did not attend the demo class. I just want to know because I have it's a 5-year experience in support persons. So, what is good for me? It is Salesforce development or Salesforce admin part. It is which has helped me.
Yeah. You are in US or you are in presently India, Amrit?
Presently in India in Verizon only. I'm working
Yeah,
on.
okay. So here the thing is, in Indian market, we don't have any jobs for the admin. Okay, we don't have any jobs for the admin. So we have jobs only for the development. So we should learn the development. Suppose you have to add 3 years for your resume, then you will get more calls. It is not complex when we compare with other programming languages.
Okay. Is this necessary for Java for this development only?
Could you come again, Amrit?
No. Actually, I want to know in the Salesforce development part, is this necessary Java?
No,
Java is
it is not
necessary.
mandatory. It is not mandatory. Suppose you know one programming language, then it is advantage. Not only Java, any other programming language, Java or Oracle, .NET, any programming language. Suppose you know, then it is advantage. Okay, then it is advantage. But here we will start from the basic itself. Okay, Amrit?
Good.
Yeah. Okay, fine. And Arun, any questions, Arun?
Yes.
No questions, Ramesh. I'm good.
Yeah, thanks, Arun. Bharat, any questions, Bharat? Okay, fine. And Chakradhar, any questions, Chakradhar?
Yes, sir. Actually, what if we create an account today? That the same account we have to use in the project, or they will give the new account details?
Yeah, this is trailer version. Okay,
Okay.
this is trailer version. So
Mhm.
for our practice purpose, we are using this trailer version. Suppose you will join in the project. So
Mhm.
project means they will get the licensed version from the Salesforce. They will
Mhm.
create a new account for you and they will give the username and password for you. Here the one
Okay.
advantage thing is the navigations are there, right? The navigations, both
Yes,
the
sir.
navigations are same. So
Mhm.
trailer version navigations and licensed version navigations are same. That is the
Okay.
main advantage. After three
Okay.
sessions, I will show my project so that you will understand
Okay.
what are the custom objects are there, how to navigate, how to log in into the real-time instance. That each and everything we will discuss after 3 sessions. Okay, Chakradhar?
Mhm. Okay. And one more question, sir. Uh, what if we go to the certification exam? Is this is the same account details we have to use it?
Yeah, you can use the same account details.
Okay. Okay. That is the same. Then I'm good with everything.
Yeah, thanks, Chakradhar.
Thank you.
Thanks. Chandrika, any questions,
Yeah,
Chandrika?
I'm good.
Yeah, thanks, Chandrika. Aruna, any questions, Aruna?
I'm okay.
Yeah, okay, fine.
I'm
Arna,
okay.
thank you. Yeah, okay, Arna, fine, thanks. Manoj, any questions?
Oh, hi Ramesh. Yeah, thanks. It was a really nice session. This is my first class.
Yeah.
I just wanted to understand, like even one of the guys said he's from support. I'm also from support, having 10 plus years of experience. Now I'm planning to switch my career into Salesforce. So I just want to know how is the market in India for Salesforce?
Yeah, huge market is there, Manoj. Even in lockdown period also, we have lot of calls for the Salesforce. Lot of huge openings are there, but for development only, Manoj. There is no.
Okay.
I mean, they will recruit as a developer. But once you know, right, once join based on the project, whether it is a support project or a development project based, that is it. But huge market in India, openings are only for development.
Okay.
We will
What about the US market, Ramesh?
in US admin jobs are separate jobs are there. 20% jobs for admin, 80% jobs are for development.
Ramesh, for development, like we need to show the development experience on resume, or like we
We
can
have to
show
show
like.
the no, we have to add the development experience.
Okay.
I will cover each and everything, Manoj. So what I'm working in different projects. I will give the same requirement. We will discuss the same requirements only. Okay. So it's completely project oriented training.
Okay. It's a 3 months, right? 3 months training.
Yeah, 3 months. We are covering each and everything. That's why it is taking 3 months.
Okay. So timing is same, right? 8:30 to 9:30 daily.
Same time. 8:30 to 9:30. Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday. Okay.
Okay, Manoj.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Yeah. Thanks, Ramesh.
Yeah. Thanks, Manoj. Mohammed, any questions, Mohammed?
No, I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay, Mohammed. Thank you. Narendra, any
Ramesh,
questions?
Manoj here. Sorry for the interruption.
Yeah. No issues, man.
Do we get this recorded session as well along with
Yes, Manoj. Yeah, you have to send an email to ramsfdc9@gmail.com. Okay. After every session, please note down this email address. Please note down,
Yeah.
and this is my mobile number in WhatsApp. Okay. And for each and every session, after some time, we will send recorded video. Okay. Manoj,
Okay.
please note
Thanks,
down
Ramesh.
this mail. Thanks,
Yeah,
Manoj.
I'm noting.
Send a blank mail to this one so that we'll send recorded video. Yeah, thanks. And Narendra, any questions?
Yeah, sure, Ramesh. So I saw you created a record with the one field. I did like on the same configuration page. Like I know records can have multiple fields, right? So how do you add more
Yes.
fields?
Yeah, that's we will discuss in the next session.
Okay.
Just today we created only employee name. Suppose we want to create multiple fields. How to create me that we'll discuss in the next session.
Okay. Thank
Naren?
you.
And Nitya, any questions?
Sir,
Please? Yes.
Sir, I'm Satya.
Yeah, sir. Yes, Satya.
Sir, in Salesforce, automation testing is also there.
For testing means this is not related to particular application, particular programming, Nitya. So in any programming language, suppose we developed one application by using any programming, whether that application is working or not. So we will test it. So to do testing, you should know admin part. Admin is enough. For testing jobs, admin is enough.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Thanks. And Nitya, any questions, Nitya? Fine. Okay, fine. Varaprasad, any questions for Nitya? Any questions?
Actually, I want to know that if actually, sir, I have joined somewhere from March. I will start as a fresher on Salesforce development, but I have knowledge of somehow core Java as much that I have cracked my interview. That's it. But I am not confirm that I can develop some tools from in Java. So is it possible to be a Salesforce developer by using Apex after 3 months?
Yeah, I'm sure about that. So suppose you know some basics about Java, then it is very advantage for you. Okay. Suppose I mean I'm sure about that. After 3 months, whatever we are discussing, but yeah, we should practice each and everything, and you have to remember. Okay, you have to note down and you have to prepare. So after 3 months, you are in a position to handle the requirements independent. I'm sure about that. Nitya.
And sir, second thing is that sir, my office time will be 11 o'clock, 11 to 9 p.m. So sir, how I will join the class, sir?
Timings there is same timings, Nitya. Timings there is no option.
Okay, sir. Actually, this whole month I can continue, but after March, I maybe joining date is not confirmed now, but they told me that from March they will join me.
Okay.
That's for me, sir.
Timing. This is only the batch I'm running, and so maybe March I'll start some other batch that is in morning batch. Okay, Nitya.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thanks. Okay. And Varaprasad, any questions?
Sir, no doubt, sir. But I need to talk to you personally.
Yeah. Okay, Varaprasad. Yeah, we'll discuss.
After this session, can I call you, sir?
Yeah. Can you call me in morning, Varaprasad? Okay.
Okay. I will text you, sir.
Okay, Varaprasad. Thanks. Yeah, Priyanka. Any questions?
Yeah, actually, I have 8 years of experience in testing, manual testing only. So I want to learn Salesforce now. So, like, what is the scope for Salesforce testing in India?
Salesforce testing, when compared with other technologies, Salesforce jobs are more. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Salesforce jobs are more, but particular testing, I'm not sure how much openings are there for testing, Salesforce testing.
Okay, so we have to learn the developer part also, right, for Salesforce?
No, no. For suppose you want to go as a developer, then you should learn the development.
Okay.
So for development, huge market is there. But Salesforce testing, basically for testing, not that much of few jobs, right? So Salesforce testing, suppose you want to learn, you want to be as a Salesforce tester, admin is enough.
Okay.
But marketing, how much market is there for Salesforce testing? I'm not sure, Priyanka.
Okay, sir. That's fine.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Ramya, any questions?
Yes, sir. I am good with today's session. It was really very clear. But I have missed the demo class, I feel, because this is the first session, as you said. And what if I have to go through the demo class? Because you will be giving an overview of it, right? I'm not sure how really Salesforce works in the real-time scenarios. So
Yeah.
I would have to just learn about. So when will I can join a new class if you're taking?
Yeah, demo session is here. You have to go to YouTube and click on enter Durga Software Solutions, and the latest demo is 24th. See here, this is a demo.
Oh, okay.
You will get from the YouTube. You will get from the YouTube recently 24th. Go to YouTube Durga Software Salesforce, and this is the demo.
Okay. Thank you.
So you will get complete idea. Yeah. Okay, Ramya.
And
Yes,
preceding
Ramya.
classes from tomorrow.
Could you come again, Ramya?
It's a preceding classes might be tomorrow is a Friday, so you will be having only from Monday to Friday, right? So it will be there a class tomorrow and it will start from Monday again, right?
Yeah. Yes. Tomorrow we have session, and the next session is on Monday. Okay.
Okay, but in case if I miss a class in between or something, so how I will go through the class which I missed out, because you'll be continuing the session.
After session, after 1 hour or 2 hours, we will send a recorded video for you.
Okay.
For each and every session, we will provide recorded video.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
Ramya?
I'm good with everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks. One more request. So suppose anyone missed demo, you have to go to the YouTube and you have to search Durga Software Salesforce and you will get a demo. This is the recent demo 24/01/21. You will get complete idea why we have to go for the Salesforce. So what are the I mean when compared with other programming language, everything we will get it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and one more thing is I am completely of a non-IT background. So in case if you are teaching something about programming, like how to create a field through programming, in that case might be if it is not so complex, I think I'm okay. But if it is really complex, I don't know how I will handle that.
When compared with other programming language, it's very is less number of coding, Ramya. When compared with other programming language, less number of syntaxes only. And so I will start from the basic itself only. No issues about that.
Okay, then fine. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Ramya.
Thank you.
And Satya, you discuss. Srinivas, any questions, Srinivas?
No, Ramesh, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Srinivas. Sekhar, any question?
Yeah, no, it's clear.
Yeah, thanks, Sekhar. Shravan, any questions, Shravan? Shravan, two Shravan.
Okay.
Yeah, one more Shravan. Shravan Kumar. Okay, fine, Shravan, both Shravan. Yeah, Srinivas. Okay, fine. Yeah, Srinivas.
Ramesh,
Sudhir.
Manoj here again.
Yes, man. Yes, man.
I just wanted to know, like, how do I pay fee and how do I get daily access to your course?
Yeah, actually, here some people are directly communicated with me. Here, some people are came from the Durgasoft. So,
Okay.
if anyone join through Durgasoft related to the amount, you can communicate with them only Durgasoft. Okay. So some people came directly to me, right? They will just send an email to me. Okay. So one request is some people came directly from Durgasoft. Okay, you can related to fees information. You have to check with them. Okay, some people joined directly with me, so they can just send an email to me, and they can just ping me in WhatsApp. Okay, okay, Manoj.
Okay, sure. Okay, I'll ping you on WhatsApp.
The same link. Yeah, same link. And tomorrow also we will use the same link. Okay, tomorrow also we will use the same link. Okay.
Okay. Today's link I can just click, right? Can you?
Yes, today's link. Okay. And thanks, Manoj. And Sudhir, any questions?
Hi, Ramesh.
Yeah, Sudhir.
How to switch from Lightning to Classic version, sir?
Yeah, see here, when you will open an account, okay, by default it will redirecting into the Lightning version only. Okay, suppose you reset your password, then automatically it will redirecting into the Lightning version only. This is the Lightning version. Suppose you want to switch to the Classic version, go to the top right corner. Symbol is there, right? Go to here, this symbol, click on the symbol, click on switch to Salesforce Classic. See, we are redirecting into the Classic version. Okay, Sudhir?
Okay, Ramesh, fine.
Yeah, okay, fine. And Vishnu, any questions, Vishnu?
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, thanks, Vishnu. Just drop an email to me so that we'll send recorded video tomorrow also, same timing, same link. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining. Have a great night. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Good and bro.